You know, this is a bad idea. I don't have any clue where that went. Oh boy. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today we are taking on the very spooky Shore Acres for our third and final stop here in Holland, Michigan. So go ahead, grab your high-vis vest, grab your headlamp, and let's go toss some plastic. And we've made it to hole one at Shore Acres, and guys, I'm starting to think this is a really bad idea. Judging by the crayon drawing on this post, it's 430 feet, basically dead straight. I think we only have about 350 of visibility, so this can make for a really interesting round. Let's get started. All right, we caught that tree up there. Not bad, especially for the first throw of the day. We still have about 80 feet for the birdie. Oof, good run. Nice and easy three to start the round. Hole two, 338 feet. I just let a guy pass me and he threw a pretty sharp hyzer, so we're just gonna copy that. You know, this is a bad idea. I don't have any clue where that went. Oh boy. Surprise, solar panels. I'd say we got pretty lucky. I definitely would have heard if I hit these. I landed right in the middle of that, so watch out for that if you come play here. So the basket's somewhere over these. I'm just gonna throw a high Kia and see what happens. Might be all right.
Coming down.
Nice shot.
Freaking new hole, man.
This is my first time here.
I can't deal with that new hole on the black tees. It's tough.
All right, guys, we've left ourselves a pretty long putt to save the three, probably about 35, 40 feet. Oh, too floaty. Not a good start. For the four. I got here this morning, the parking lot was pretty much empty, and right after my drive on hole one, I turned around and there was somebody standing at the tee pad waiting for me. So I kind of rushed through it and I waited for him on hole two, and this guy comes walking up blasting really good old school rap music with a big Superman t-shirt on, just living his best life. When I finished hole two, he was throwing down here and he was on hole eight. I'm starting to think that wasn't a t-shirt, and I'm on to you. I know who you are, Superman. Hole three, 246 feet, way uphill. We have to go dead straight and finish right at some point. I'm just gonna throw it up the middle of the fairway, but is this not one of the coolest holes you've ever seen? It's really awesome. All right, we'll take that. All right, guys, that drive worked out pretty well. We have about 22 feet for the birdie. Let's go. Hole four, 250 feet-ish. The two crayon drawings show that it's dead straight with a right hook, but I see a basket dead straight, and if I can see a basket, I'm gonna go for it. Oh, man. We did catch this tree here. We still have about 75 feet for the two. Oh, good run. For the three. I've seen this a lot at disc golf courses as I've traveled around, and I'm curious if there's a reason that I'm just kind of missing. And I understand, of course, having two baskets per hole to help break up that repetitive of playing the same course. But I've never understood when you see two baskets that are like 30 feet apart. I've never really understood that, but if I'm missing something, guys, let me know. Hole five, 361 feet, and it looks like we want to throw a giant right to left shot through these woods. Oh, that looks perfect. See where we ended up. Really happy with this drive. We still have about 70 feet, but we don't have much of a putt because we have about 4 really tiny trees right in between us and the basket. All right, should be easy 3. For the 3. What? Hole 6, 257 feet. The basket's actually located up there on the top of that hill. So this is gonna be a very challenging pin to get to. I'm gonna go with something a little more stable, force it over, and hopefully it hyzers out and crashes into the hill. Oh boy. I think we still have about 110 feet to the basket. I apologize if you can't see it, but if it makes you feel any better, neither can I. So we're kind of going in this blind together. Really nice shot. Really nice par save, guys. Hole 7, I think I can see the short tee, which is 252 feet, but we have to stay to the right side of this big tree because that is a Mando. That was not very good. Not too bad actually, guys. We have about a 35 footer for the 2. Oh, slippery. That is the basket for hole 2. I was standing right over there when I was trying to make my putt, and Superman was launching off this tee. He did give me a heads up, but he also threw it right away. So, I mean, just pay attention. The level of moisture in the air is absolutely insane. My hair's soaked, all my discs are soaked, and I've only thrown like 5 of them. And if you guys know the channel at all, you know that my biggest struggle is moisture. A lot of my equipment will just start shutting off. So I'm really hoping with some luck we can kind of make it through this so you guys can witness this just surreal, nice and spooky disc golf experience out here in the woods in Michigan with me. The long tee is 424 feet, and this is just your classic throw into the abyss and then spend 35 minutes looking for your disc, the standard shot. Alrighty, let the search begin. Alright guys, as you can tell, my audio has finally died like I thought, about 8 holes in. I'm actually going to try to take some chalk from my chalk bag, put it in the port to dry it out. It might work, and it might kill the camera. And if it kills the camera, it kills tossing plastic, because that's just not in the budget, unless I break out the old Motorola and we could try to film that way. But I don't think those videos would be very good. So let's hope it works. See if it works. Hey, I think it worked. I don't know how long it will last, but we can keep going. For any of you curious about the answer to that question, it was about 13.5 seconds. That's how long it worked. So it is a new day. We're back here. And guys, if the camera dies again because of the moisture in the air, that's where the video ends. I can't keep driving all the way back out here. I got to try to stay on schedule so I can keep regularly uploading you guys videos. And we're starting with a tough one. Hole 9, 350 feet uphill into the woods. Get through there. Hey, that's not bad. That's a good first hole. We pretty much parked the short basket here, but for the long basket, we still have about 55 feet uphill for the 2. All right, should be easy 3. For the par, guys, hole 9 break. Today is gonna be a little different. I'm on a hole here at Shore Acres. The tee pad is about 70 feet in front of me and the basket is right here. Now, from the tee pad, you cannot see up this pathway. And last time I played here, I had far less control over my drivers. And I did come up here, me and my friend, we did walk up, we checked this path, nothing going on. Went back, I let one rip, I overturned it a bit, so it kind of hooked its way up in here. And as I came walking out, I realized I almost hit somebody. And that really shook me up, and that definitely changed my perspective now. I'm a lot more careful, but no disc golfer is gonna be upset if there's one less hole, but there's no worry of hitting people. You know what I mean? I left right after this hole. That's another reason why I get up and I film so early. I try to avoid, you know, the crowd rush. I know for me personally, if I actually hit someone with a disc, it would tear me up for a long time. So guys, just always be safe out there and pay attention. Hole 10, 400 feet, dead straight downhill. Oh, threw it a little too high, but it should be easy 3. All right, we made it pin high, but we did leave ourselves a tricky little 35-foot straddle putt for the 2. Oh no. Oh, thought I was gonna hit the camera. For the 3. Hole 11, 258 feet, straight through these woods, and then I think we have to go right. Yep, that'll do it. All right, guys, I need to slow down a bit. I'm racing through this course trying to beat the moisture, but the sun is coming out. I think we will be okay for today, but we still have probably 140 feet through these trees. I'm gonna go with a little turnover sidearm flick shot. All right, we'll make that work. Nice upshot. I don't know what it's been lately, guys, but I feel like I'm straddle putting like 85% of the time the last 3 courses I've played. But we still have about a 22 footer to save our par. Oh, for the par. As you can tell, guys, that was a pretty big fall. I completely broke the tripod. It was pretty silly of me. I tried to prop it up on this bench to give you guys a really cool angle, and it was a really cool angle, but as you can see, this was the bench I tried to put it on. Here's my tripod, and I've completely snapped all of the sides. This is the only one left. So there's just nothing to hold it at this point. I'll see if there's a way I can finish this video. If not, guys, I really do apologize. This course is amazing. Hole 12, 320 feet. It looks like just a pretty simple hyzer. And guys, that camera is hanging on by a thread. So I have no idea how long this will last. It'll probably fall off the second I pick it up and try to carry it. But as for now, let's at least try to get hole 12 for you guys. Well, that was worth putting that back together for. We still have probably 120 foot standard hyzer upshot. Should be right under the basket. For the par, I don't dare do my normal cutaway camera because carrying this thing selfie style would surely break the cobbled togetherness I have going on. But you guys let me know if you could pick one disc to enter a long distance competition with, all the room in the world, what are you picking? Let me know. Hole 13, 347 feet. If you see these trees out here to the right, the basket's tucked right up there underneath them. So you definitely don't want to fall short and hit the side of this hill. Get up there. Really nice looking shot. This is what we love to see, guys. Best drive of the day so far. Hole 14, 593 feet downhill. I brought the Corvette today. This is not a driver that I throw very often. It is a bit flippy, so I'm hoping that we can get some real serious distance with this big downhill shot. Let's see what happens. Oh, that is good. We will take that. This is a really fun hole. It's not very often where you truly get to throw something as hard as you can with all the space in the world and not worried about losing a disc. but we still have probably about 90 feet uphill to the pin. Oh, I threw that a little too far. We went a little deep on that approach shot, leaving us about 15 feet for the 3. Hole 15, 420 feet. The basket's basically dead straight, but you don't really want to hyzer too much because you're just going to get farther away from the pin. That looked like a pretty good shot to me. Well guys, this might be one of the best shots I've ever had on camera. The Corvette is definitely a high risk, high reward disc for bigger armed people because they do bomb. You can throw them a mile, but they are also easy to overturn. And when they overturn, they are gone. This thing has gotten me in a lot more trouble than it has positive results. Hole 16, 308 feet. I am gonna play to the short because I'm not sure where the long is, and I do not trust throwing blind on this hole because there is some walkways up there. Come on, fight back. All right, that'll be a pretty good putt. This is the hole I was referring to in my hole 9 break and why I chose to go with the shorts today, but we still have about a 30-footer for the birdie. Oh, I was on a big hot streak putting and I'm starting to hit a pretty big slump. You hate to see it. For the par. Hole 17, 265 feet. We have a bit of a tunnel shot once we hit the woods up there. I heard a tree, but it looked pretty good. The old Envy came through for us again, only about 15 feet for the birdie. We have hole 18. We are gonna play the short because again, this is a main walking trail. It's how you exit. It's the same way as the disc golf course. And I can see the short basket. So we have 295 feet, dead straight, but way uphill. It's gonna be a little short. Well guys, it's official. The camera did survive. I'm so thankful for that. We have about a 18-foot uphill putt to end on a good note. Let's go. We needed that. All right, guys, that wraps up today's video at Shore Acres in Holland, Michigan. This course is absolutely amazing. You're gonna have to reach into the bag. A lot of shot shapes needed out here at Shore Acres. You also have a ton of elevation gain and loss. And you have fun holes where you just get to open up and throw as far as you possibly can. Baskets are in great shape, the tee pads are nice, just overall this course is just a phenomenal experience. And better yet, there's 2 other decent courses in Holland. So if you guys were looking for a place to come camp and hang out and have some great disc golf, Holland is a good choice. But Shore Acres is definitely sitting on top of all of the courses here. There's only one real downside to Shore Acres, guys, and that is it gets so crowded. Not only with disc golfers, but there's a ton of walking trails, hiking trails, and pedal bike trails. And they do overlap from time to time on holes, especially in the alts. Overall, I would give this course a very solid score of 8.4 out of 10. The only reason it's not higher is because there's not the best scenery and there is a ton of people. But as far as an actual disc golf course and anyone coming to enjoy it, this place is amazing. And as always, guys, it's your turn to go toss some plastic.